Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I'm outside my favorite Starbucks because it's my only Starbucks in my hometown, getting my nitro cold brew, which is probably too much caffeine. But it is Monday, and you know what? I'm running a little late. So this week, I used to always call this week my transition week. And my lovely wife yesterday came up with the word liberation, that it's my liberation week. So this week, every year, is a week when significant changes have happened in my life, and I'll talk about that, a lot as I go through the week. But it's always a week where it's always something positive. It's always something significant, and the first one is this is the week that I quit drinking. So tomorrow will be my 12 years. And I know I talked about that a little bit on Saturday, and I don't want to go too much into that today. Tomorrow I will go through all the steps I did when I quit drinking alcohol. But my first thing is, does everybody out there, if you're watching, do you have a week or a day where it seems like a lot of big things happen on that day or that week? And I'm curious because I think a lot of people do. And I'm not sure if we recognize it. So this week in my life, first of all, was always the week of the Aquin Open, which was a golf tournament that I was part of for 40 years, which was very emotional, positive, and negative. It was something that I put a lot of time and effort in. It's the week that I took the bar exam. It's the week that I quit drinking. It's the week that my daughter and my then wife moved out to California. It's the week that I finalized my breakup with my 25-year law partner. And there's others. I mean, all of those things happened on this week. And there's been other changes that have been smaller changes, but it seems like every year on this week, I'm at that stage. So, life is in seasons. Our entire life can be measured in seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. But throughout your life, you go through seasons too. And we all look at this in different ways. For some people, it's an astrological thing. For some people, you look at algorithms. My mother has always been a big fan of algorithms. But as we go through life, we go through these waves. So there's this big circle, but then we go through these waves. So what season are you in right now? Spring is the season where you work, where you plant, where you're laying seeds that you're going to deal with down the road. Summer is where you're taking care of what you plant. If you plant a garden and just leave it through the entire summer, you're not going to have much of a harvest at the end of that summer. You got to take care of that. Fall is when you reap in the harvest. Fall is when you get to gather in all of the goods from all of the work that you've done in spring and summer. And then winter is where you plan. Winter is where you get all your resources together and you plan for the spring. So what this week always ends up being for me is it's a new spring. It's a new transition. It's a time to plant new seeds. It's a time to go in a new direction. And so I'm always making a big decision on this week that will then yield results down the road. And it usually takes a little while before I get those results, but eventually I will get there. So 2 questions for you today as we're on this Monday. Number one, do you have a day or a week where you go through a large transition in your life, where it seems like the big transitions in your life always happen around that time? And maybe it's not something you've ever thought about, and it's something that you can start to think about so you can look forward to that particular time, because I think most of us do. And number two, where are you on a short-term and on a long-term basis? What season are you in? So like for me, for my life, I'm in fall. I'm in the reaping season. I've had spring where I've done all the work. I've attended all the seminars. I've gone to school. I've started the businesses. I've done the work on the businesses. And so now I'm in the reaping season, 56 years old. It's right about that time. But in the smaller ecology, I'm in spring. I'm planting new seeds to go into new directions. So where are you in your overall life? And then where are you in your smaller cycle? Are you in spring, summer, fall, or winter? Which one are you in? Think about that, because it's going to help you know what it is that you're doing. Spring, you're planting. Summer, you're taking care of what you planted. Fall, you get to reap the harvest. Winter, you're heading into spring. You're preparing. When winter comes on the planet, like COVID was a winter, that you prepare for spring, for planting for the new season. So where are you? Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm going to say hi as much as I can see everybody with my glasses on. Valerie, great to see you. My Uncle Bill, great to see you too. I'm having a tough time seeing everyone. Edgar, thanks so much for hopping on. Macy Olson, thank you for picking up. Scott Gordon, how are you, brother? I get to see you sometime this week. Deb, thank you so much. Barb and Mr. Egan, appreciate you all. God, there's more. Wendy, thanks so much for hopping on. And Chris Engel, thank you guys very much. I am so honored when everybody hops on and takes the time to watch. Hope you get value. Please leave a comment. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what's great. Tomorrow is my big day, so I'll take you through how I went through that transition and what I did. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.